Representative Parker, you talk a lot about housing being an important indicator of economic growth. Why is this?
Well, for a number of reasons, but the good news is a lot of the numbers are very positive. In fact, if you look at the national numbers, home price existing sales are up about 10%. In Washington State, they're up about 9.1%, and those trends certainly seem holding true in the city of Spokane as well and surrounding area.
So why are these numbers important? How do they indicate that we're coming out of this recession?
Well, in a couple different ways. When home prices go up, it has a huge effect on consumer confidence. And as we've talked about before, the Wall Street Journal and several other economic authority type periodicals have indicated that 2/3 of our economy is predicated on consumer spending. When home prices are up, the consumer feels more confident and they feel more wealthy, and hence they spend more. And so it does have a huge broad effect within our economy. So when home prices are up, it's one of the reasons they're such a driving force in our economy.
So how does people buying homes equal consumer confidence?
Well, if you look at a lot of the economic magazines, you'll see that consumer confidence, when you look at the graphs, goes up and down. And it's been very sporadic over the last, really since about 07, 08. And so since then, with it going sporadic, we look for any sort of stabilizer that exists. Increasing home prices stabilizes consumer confidence. When home prices are stabilized, the consumer feels wealthier. It usually reflects job security. They spend more. And a lot of times you'll see credit scores also improving along the way. So it does have a huge effect in terms of consumer confidence.
Okay. We've seen record low interest rates. Why is this, and what does it mean?
The interest rates have been very low. The very lowest they were was about 3.31 in November. As of March 29th, interest rates were 3.57. Now, there is such a thing as interest rates being too low and maintaining too low. But right now, what it has done is it's spurred both individuals to buy homes. That's one of the reasons that we have seen more and more people buying homes year over year. And so that's been partly equated the 10% increase nationally, the 9.1% statewide. In addition to the individuals, it also impacts businesses. Businesses will overlook some of the hardships if they can get low interest rates on buildings where they need to expand. And right now, where business has been truncated so heavily over the last couple of years, there's a lot of businesses that are now ready to grow. And so these interest rates are a huge factor in businesses willing to take additional risk and growth.
How will what you're learning about nationally affect your choices here?
Good question. In the terms of our state budget, we're seeing approximately $2 billion more dollars coming into the state than before. Now remember that our state is predicated very heavily on consumer confidence. We need consumers to be buying, and housing is one of those aspects. Think about how expensive it is to buy a home and the tax dollars that that brings into the state. So one of the reasons why there's more money coming into the state government is because the housing sector is also improving. And as I said earlier, the housing sector will literally impact most, if not all, facets of our economy.